Yes, hello and welcome to the Any Given Sunday Australia podcast, episode 7 of our divisional previews, the AFC West. We're on to the West, Danny boys. We are so close to actual football. I can taste it.
Mate, preseason being back, so good. I know the first quarter's probably the only exciting part, but at least we're getting real football.
And Charles, I've said this 6 out of 6. This genuinely could be the hottest division.
Could be the hottest division. Absolutely. Do you know that's the great thing this season is all the divisions are the hottest division.
Yeah.
That's so good.
But this one... NFC West will suck. But the rest of them are grouse.
This is a battle. This is an absolute battle.
Yeah, let's dive straight into it. We pre-talk a lot. Let's dive straight into it. Broncos won this division last year, but their QB obviously having a few injuries over the off-season is throwing a bit of a doubt. Beating the Chargers, Chiefs fell right away, and the Raiders are the Raiders. Danny boy, the Raiders could be the Raiders again, but the rest of them could be pushing.
Oh, it's going to be such an interesting division to see how this one pans out. And especially because, as it works, you've got to play each one of those teams twice. Like, if you're the Broncos, do you really want to be playing the Chargers and the Chiefs twice?
And I feel like the Raiders are just going to be that team that they could knock off anyone at any time.
Didn't the Raiders knock off the Chiefs last year?
Yeah, they had 20 plays or something like that, and that was it, but they beat them.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
So, in this division, especially, anything can happen in the NFL, and we know that week in, week out. But in this division especially, flipping a coin, you've got more luck at.
Speaking of flipping coins, Mahomes, he is the burning question out of the Chiefs, out of the division, because he's the kind of guy, I feel like him and Bo Nix is probably not quite there yet, but him and Herbert are the two people that could take this division and run with it. He's looking amazing from all the footage. How is he going to go knee-wise?
The knee will be fine. I don't think it's going to be great. I think for the first half of the season, I think there will be ways that it's limiting, regardless of how good he looks in preseason. He's lost a lot of muscle mass off that leg as well. It's not.
You've been measuring.
Perfect.
Measuring the quad.
There was a lot of footage going around about that's a slim leg. But I think the variance in the last two seasons for the Chiefs is really interesting. And all of your preseason rankings of best players, it used to just be Mahomes is the best, regardless of them not winning the Super Bowl. And now those conversations have changed. And I think Mahomes hasn't proven to be transcendent. When he doesn't have what he needs around him, when things aren't going well, the last couple of seasons, he hasn't been able to just win, if you know what I mean. So I think there is a big question over that. But he's an incredibly good player.
They've also brought in Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, that is going to make a massive difference. At the same time, the get out of jail free card of Travis Kelce isn't what it used to be either. So I think
Travis Kelce's just been celebrating his wedding. I reckon he came into training camp putting on a few extra pounds.
He brought leftover wedding cake to camp. It was
a big cake.
But I think it's important. I think it's really important because that Mahomes to Kelce outlet was a big reason they were as dominant as they were. It was in pressure, you just had Kelce.
He's not the safety blanket he once was.
Yeah, and I think that's a big deal because I don't think Mahomes has found what the Chiefs 2.0 is. I don't think he's found it yet.
Biggest question out of that, though, what flavour was the cake?
Probably like a red velvet or something.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing.
That has to be. It's because it's the Chiefs, isn't it? So Kenneth Walker is a great safety blanket for Mahomes coming off this knee injury, but they can't rely just solely on that run game. So then the issue is going to be what other options is there? So if Mahomes isn't out there completely healthy, we got Justin Fields stepping in. Can Justin Fields carry this team to a winning record? Does he start
the season?
Oh, we've seen Mahomes out in training camp and he's throwing okay, but as far as starting the season, he's too good of a quarterback to go out and get re-injured. So do you hold him for a little bit? But then can Justin Fields keep them at least a 500 record? I don't know, man.
I reckon we've spoken about this before. The first 4 games, and I reckon they have an early bye. First 4 games, you look at it and go, Fields could do a Jimmy Garoppolo when Tom Brady was out.
I would be very surprised if Fields starts. I think Mahomes is going to start the season.
I'll burger beat you with that one. I'm going to say Fields.
Okay, good.
You guys
Maybe
are
that should
eat
be.
a lot of burgers.
I
At
know.
the end of the
We're going to look
season.
like Travis Kelce.
We're going to need
This
to get
T-shirt's not looking very...
we're going to need to get an accountant to go over the podcast and do an inventory of the burger bets. I think we've utterly lost track of it.
Yeah, we've lost money, I'll tell you that. Have we finished that? The Raiders?
Yeah, we move on to the Raiders.
When does Mendoza take the reins, or does Kirk hold it for the season?
So it's really interesting.
Is it an if or when?
I think it's an if.
Okay.
The Raiders need to be having a losing season in my mind for Mendoza to go in. If the Raiders are having a winning season, you're not benching Kirk, are you? But
I feel like a winning season isn't necessarily as in wins and losses. If they're in games and things like that, they might be going, oh, look, this is still a winning season.
well, yeah, when you're coming off 3 wins,
Yeah, that's it.
Being-
4 is a winning season.
yeah, being competitive is a winning season. I can't see the Raiders still performing well enough. Yes, okay, they've brought in so many more pieces. They've spent more money than they have in this offseason than they have in years gone by, which is exactly what they needed, especially when you're pulling in the number 1 draft pick. Have they done enough? Are they proven enough to be able to go out there and win with Kirk? I don't think so. I reckon we'll be looking at Mendoza sometime after the bye.
When's their bye?
Week 8.
Oh, okay. I thought you know I was going to throw you on the bus here. Nice. Look at you go.
Yeah, I think there's some wisdom in that. I think the impression I get, the mail I'm getting out of Las Vegas is
Boots on the ground.
they are trying to replicate the Tom Brady experience for Mendoza.
Yeah.
I think they
Tom
want,
Brady's there. He could be replicating.
No,
it.
but yeah, but I think he's having an
Exactly.
impact. I think Tom Brady's trying to say the experience should be the same as me, and in this case, Kirk No Chains is Bledsoe, and he's just kind of there until they have to go to Mendoza.
Until they break his ribs.
Yeah, until he punctures a
Splits
lung.
his sternum in half.
Yeah, but I think they will keep Kirk in there as long as they possibly can before they go to Mendoza, because they know they're not winning the Super Bowl this year. They know they're not expected to win it, but they really believe in Mendoza. They really like him, and the impression that everyone has from training camp is so positive about his maturity, the way he's going about it, and I think they are going to be careful with him.
The only thing, like you saying that then, about the Tom Brady experience, he was, and he always was, the underdog. Mendoza's not coming in as the underdog. He's like, it's mine at some point where, so does he have that,
The dog
in
He is
him
the
to be
dog.
like,
No, but also
at the-
no one
no-
can be Tom
100%.
Brady.
No, that's right. It's not-
it's
it's the Tom Brady
it's an
experience of
absurd
7
suggestion.
rings.
It's purely the experience of sitting there and waiting,
yeah.
so that when the opportunity
Because
comes,
they just
he's
paid, Bledsoe was the
hungry.
first $100 million man at that point. Like,
Yeah.
this is like,
It's not, you can't
I see what
replicate
you're
the same
saying.
experience
Yeah, no.
because it's someone who goes over 200, like picked 200 in the draft. We're not going to be talking about when they're starting.
No.
That's not going to happen. But it's just the experience of sitting and waiting.
yeah. I just
and
worry about that
the time being right.
They've told him that you are our guy. You're sitting and waiting, just going, my time is coming, where Brady was working. Like, is he going to be there at 4:30 in the morning watching film because he's like, well, I'm going to get my chance. Like, when
Well,
Brady
yeah,
was
like-
fucking
Yeah,
in there,
but
he's like, I
but
have to get my chance.
There's no reason to think not. He's by all accounts a mature kid. And don't underestimate the opportunity for, the Raiders are having their ass handed to them. Let's put him in for the last quarter just to give him some snaps. And it doesn't mean that they've switched to him for the whole season. They might give him some time. And I think they will try to develop him in a wise way, not panic and throw him in because the press is saying Kirk can't do it no more.
This isn't my hot take, but I'm saying he's got the best spot. Kirk O'Chains being a bit of a mentor. Tom Brady being a mentor. Mendoza's a flop.
Wow. That kind of is a hot take.
It is. It's not my hot take.
Piping hot.
That is.
That's
It's not,
hot
it's
like
not
the...
my hot take, but that he
So what, you don't think he plays?
no, he plays but
And
he
fails.
And then-
fails.
Yeah.
Yeah, within a couple of years he'll be back up somewhere.
Yeah.
Mark
Market.
this. Mark this.
What's wise about that take is going into the draft, people weren't talking about this is a future Hall of Fame quarterback. It was the best of this draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what kind of swung me. We had a good chat about it, like Joey B, and one of the greatest ever, college, he doubled his stats.
Yeah.
Doubled them. Like, that just, it feels way too... And Carson Beck and that, they've come out and they've looked good. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold.
Joe Burrow had won a national championship in like a dominant quarterback fashion. Like, he was a stone cold
killer. He threw
killer.
nearly 70 touchdowns or something like that, and it was a million yards. He had an incredible...
Heisman, did he win? He won the Heisman.
He won the
Yeah.
Heisman. He had the best wide receiving core of all time.
Yeah. But
Which now
which,
is it?
Which now is his
It was
team.
the Bengals,
but which actually just showed he knew how to drive a Formula One car.
correct, yeah. Where
And-
there's so many questions like, oh, well, Mendoza's playing today or tomorrow, whenever it is, and they're like, we still don't know how he goes under center. Like, there was none of those questions about Joey B.
And I remember Joey B's speech when he won the Heisman. I was like,
But it's,
who's this 40-year-old man in a boy's body? Like,
Yeah.
very different. Just, yeah. But that's...
And
Yeah,
was
no
battling-
one,
and
no one
battled-
was talking about Mendoza like that. No
but-
one at all.
And also battled Trevor Lawrence. Had, like, Williams and...
Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
were coming out. Like, there was so many guys that have come into the league since, and they're like, well, not just the best of this draft, could be generational. There was none of that talk. He is the best of pretty. Oh, do we hold on to next year? Kind of wait. So
Do you know the interesting thing about that? Sorry, this is such a digression, but have a look at who the absolute top quarterbacks in the league are, right? Joe Burrow's the only one, really, that everyone was saying, oh, this guy, number one in the draft, he's a great fucking quarterback. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, they were not number one draft picks, everyone talking for all year the fact that they were going number one, and there was no doubt about it. Like, it's an interesting phenomenon. I think it's there's so much variance at the position.
We've spoken about this long enough. Let's move on to the Chargers, who I think could be it in a bit or nothing. There's no in between. They are either going to take this division by storm, or there's going to be serious questions about the leadership and the quarterback and things like that. But Mike McDaniel has come in and said, for all fantasy coaches, I don't know who our running back's going to be, just to really fuck you up. Are they going to mesh? Are they going to work? I love his schemes. He always did really well with Tua. Is this going to work with Herbert?
I don't believe in this. This might be like a...
So they suck.
The Chargers, year in, year out, have been there or thereabouts. Everyone talks about Herbert and how he could be an all-time quarterback. But to me, yeah, okay, he's done a lot stats-wise. But as far as, like, actually making a major impact, has he? Like, and then bringing in Mike McDaniels, like, I reckon him and Harbaugh are just going to clash. They are two, like, polarizing people, and their schemes are incredibly different. I just, like, you can't
Do you reckon Harbaugh, like, he's the defensive side, does he say, the keys, you've got the Lambo, good luck.
Do you really think
do
Harbaugh's
not
that sort of
fuck it
bloke?
up for me.
Do you really think
I
he's
think
that
he
sort
could.
of...
I think he has to.
He has to, 100%, but will he? You know what I mean? Like, we got to check his ego here, you know, like, coming in back into the league and dealing with charges and stuff like that. Like, it's a big thing for him. Does he really want to give up the keys? Especially to Mike McDaniel, who didn't really have a successful season last year?
I'm with Danny on this
Ooh.
for a whole lot of reasons, right?
We never agree.
No, I am. Number one, I've seen too many social media clips of, like, forced conversations between McDaniel and Harbaugh. Like, they're just such football guys. If, you know, like, of them having conversations, you know, mic'd up almost. And it's like, to me, it reeks of we're trying too hard to tell the world this is going well. They are like, it is old school football, man, and a guy who's travelled back from the future to coach this team, right? They are just so incongruous together. But I actually get sort of McDermott, Joe Brady vibes that at the end of the day, there will be restrictions put on McDaniel by Harbaugh because he's old school. And so we won't fully see McDaniel let it rip. But the other, like, and Herbert has stands the way Tua had fucking stands, right? Like, people going, you just can't see it. he has done some amazing things, but he has not consistently played a whole season and been the best quarterback in the league. Like he's not as good as the people who believe in him say. The thing that the Chargers really need to do is to keep that quarterback safe. What was the one thing McDaniel could not do with the quarterback at the Dolphins was keep that quarterback safe, right? So I just think there's so many questions about it. It is possible, and by all accounts, Herbert likes the new scheme and is really excited about it. But it is entirely possible that we have a flashy 5 or 6 weeks where everyone's going, Chargers are the hottest offense in the league. Look at this.
Ladd McConkey.
Look at this pre-snap motion shit going on. McDaniel's a fucking wizard. And then by halfway through the season, it's tough sledding and they're just middling and maybe make wild card. So yeah, I'm with Danny. I don't see it working out of sight.
Yeah, I think it works.
That's it. That's your one.
Well, that's
no evidence.
No evidence based. I
just
just think you need a bit of yin and yang sometimes, and this. I feel like Harbaugh can be the kind of guy that, well, he has to. If he doesn't, it's a shithole. So he has to be like, Mike, you do this. Yes, there's going to be some caveats. We're not going on 4th down every time. You know, we're going to play some analytical football because he's an analytical man. But I reckon Mike can lean into that too and be the analytical kind of guy. But we're going to see Ladd McConkey have an absolute year, like 1,500 plus. 100 catches, 1,500 plus kind of year. Like,
Yeah, I think that's. Yeah.
and whichever running back they decide to go with, their defense is going to be their defense. Joe Alt is his offense, obviously, but like could be generational kind of guy. Like, I don't know, I just got a good feeling about it. It doesn't play into my hot take, but I do have a good feeling about the Chargers. The Broncos, this one will play into my hot take. Can Bo Nix stay healthy? Are they a 14-win team, or are they going to, like, that ankle looked bad?
Didn't look great.
No.
I'm a big Bo believer. Nick's believer.
Bo lever?
Bo lever.
I'm a Bo lever.
Like hitting up that Bo Kane just to believe in him. You know, like I like Bo Nix. I rate him, and I like the way that he leads
What
the
about
team.
Sean Payton?
That he runs the team. So they used a lot of like quick pass game last year, didn't they? So like, which really helped the Broncos. They like slowly worked their way up the field. They just chipped away at it, and then they won 14 games. So it kind of worked. The issue is with that, like teams now have a full year of tape on the way that they're playing and the way that they get the ball out quick and all that sort of stuff. So our team's going to be able to scheme up against it a little bit better, probably. Are they going to stick around that 14 win in this division?
14 wins huge.
14 wins is absolutely
With Mahomes
huge.
and Chiefs better, I think everyone can agree they're better than they were last year.
It makes it tough. His health is going to be the biggest question mark, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't seen any tape on him this offseason.
Seen none.
Yeah, which is maybe a good thing.
That's
Charles.
an interesting point. Haven't seen any tape.
Yeah, I want to see him running. I want to see him galloping on that ankle.
With his hair flowing in the sunshine. Yeah.
He's a very short cropped hair man, but I want to see it flowing.
Yeah, I mean, they can't go 14 wins, but I think there'll be more regression than that.
Ooh.
I don't think they were. I think their defense was really great last year. Like there are a lot of teams that are trying to do what the Broncos did in the way that they had an adaptable defense. But I think by the end of the season they were eminently beatable. Like I think they will regress. I don't have that. I think Bo Nix is a great talent, but I'm not as confident in the Sean Payton Bo Nix combination. And I think they've got a new OC who's going to be.
Who's the wide receiver they've brought in as well?
Waddle.
Yes.
Yeah, that's big.
That's huge.
That
absolutely
is
huge
great.
for Broncos.
Waddle's a wide receiver one. It was a great get. Like it really was. That was great trade.
Works with Sutton as well.
It's going to be.
He'll have a bigger year because he's got Waddle.
100%.
Absolutely.
I think their
Big-
offense is exciting. Like my question isn't really about the Bo Nix, Sean Payton relationship and like the way that they're going to run that. It's my issue is the defense figuring them out from last year,
And other teams getting better.
Yeah.
and Bo Nix's health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Bo Nix is healthy, I 100% believe they can be a 14-win team again.
14's a lot.
That is a lot.
13,
Yeah.
12.
But I actually. So
We'll see their overs.
the defense is figuring them out. I think that had happened by the end of last season. That's
that's
sort of
true.
what I'm saying. I think it happened sooner than people think. So yeah, I'm not as high on the Broncos as we were last year.
Their schedule, my little baby. AFC East,
Yeah, they've got to get through the Jets.
The Jets that I've said
and
won't win a game. So I reckon there's 8 wins there. So hang on.
Bills.
The Jets have the Dolphins twice, and they've got the Raiders. And I'm saying they don't win a game.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Story checks out.
I love my hot take. The NFC West. So 2 fucking real tough divisions, and they're 17th NFC South.
Yeah, which is
the hottest division.
Could be the hottest division in the league.
Yeah, because it's on fire.
Yeah, that's
In a dumpster.
No, we said they're a small trash can now. It's fine. They're getting better.
That's tough.
That is a tough schedule.
In a tough division themselves. They've got to play.
There could be
They're going to have to play
another-
6 hard games.
Yeah,
like,
they're going to be
in their own
battle.
division.
They're going to
Like,
be battle hardened. 14 wins, and that's their schedule. You are ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I was shooting from the hip.
Unders, overs, Raiders under 5.5.
And
Over.
oh,
I reckon it's a good line. But I reckon they hit 5, they're happy. It's a good season.
yeah, two
Just
more wins
depends.
than last year.
I will say,
And Kirk has all 5 wins.
Yes,
Mendoza has 0. Or
I think it has to be said, they are in such a better position than they were this time last year.
say over.
Yeah.
Do you not see the divisions we just looked at? Look at their schedule. And they don't play the Raiders twice.
Yeah. I'm going over. I'm going to do it. How about that? Because there aren't actual consequences.
This is the only one I'm going to hold you to.
Yep.
Chiefs under 10.5.
under.
Yeah, I reckon they're going to be. It's a good line. A healthy
I reckon
Mahomes
10.
throwing
I reckon
the
they're
ball.
at 10.
Yeah, they're a 9 to 11. I reckon
Just
it's Ooh, Chargers under. So far, under. They're all favourite to go under. Who's going to win this division?
I reckon the Chargers are going under.
Under 10.
I don't believe in the coaching.
I'm saying
clashes.
overs because of my take before.
Because you have to.
I have to.
Yeah, I'm going under.
And the Broncos are the first overs, but only 9.5. Feels.
Oh,
light.
so I've got
Yeah.
wiggle room to get them up to 14. So obviously I'm going to go over.
Yeah,
You go 12 and you're a winner.
Yeah.
I'm going over. But I still don't think they're
Yeah, they're not.
they're not the force they were last year.
Well,
Like,
I am
yeah,
going to
they're
hold
not.
my judgment because you'll see in my hot take. Danny, you lead us off with the hot takes. What is your hottest and wildest statement?
It's actually not that hot or that wild, but I actually don't see the Chiefs. The Chiefs.
Get on the Chiefs.
Get the Chiefs. I don't see the Chiefs making the playoffs, and it's going to be the second year in a row. Mahomes, I can't see him coming back straight away. I'm with you. Justin Fields is probably going to start, which kind of helps.
2 burgers for you there.
Helps my hot take with this, but it's almost like putting an end to this Chiefs dynasty.
Yeah.
They might come back as Chiefs 2.0, and Mahomes has got the talent that he can do that. They just probably need to build a little bit better around him once Kelce retires and all that sort of stuff. But it's going to be a couple of down
He's
years.
still got
for him.
15 years left of his contract, so they better make him better.
They got time, but yeah, I'm calling it. This is the end of the Chiefs
Chiefs are
dynasty.
done. Chiefs are done. Look down the camera and say that. I want to click
The
this.
Chiefs are done. Dynasty is over.
Charles, what's your hot take?
Come back to me.
We've got to do this better.
Yeah.
My one is that, which I'm a little bit dicey on now after seeing the schedule. The Broncos are eating a bit, and they go 1 better than they did last year and made the Super Bowl.
Wow. Oh, not one better in wins? They're not getting 15 wins?
No, maybe.
No, but they go one better.
One
in,
step
in
further.
the season, yeah. I'm not saying they win it, but they're in it. They beat the Bills in the AFC playoff championship game. 26 to 30. They win.
Random. How'd you get to 26? I don't know.
It's funny.
That's not how math works.
It's funny you should put it that way.
27-30.
Do you know I finally, a week ago, managed to rewatch the divisional game with them? I had
What was
I
the
had
score?
not watched it. It was overtime. It was a
Yeah.
field
Well,
goal
it
in
doesn't
overtime.
matter. What was the score? Was it 27-30?
It was 30. I think it was 33-30.
That was close.
And yeah, you're crazy.
That's why
you're-
it's wild and hot.
Despite our conversation, Mendoza finishes the season as a starting quarterback, and people are talking about him as the standout offensive rookie of the year.
You are an idiot. Oh, man, I can't.
And we will be back next week with the NFC West.
Great finish.
Didn't.
Go Raiders.